Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good, they're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is the House of Ungaro. Emanuel Ungaro is a designer brand from Italy, and they've been around for a very long time. I think it's something like 50 years or so, if not more. And they don't have a super extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio, but when they release fragrances, people pay attention because they usually release fragrances that are a little bit on the artistic side, a little bit on the unusual side. Not too much. They're still in the realm of designer fragrances, but they're usually a little bit different. So when I saw this for a very good price, it piqued my interest. And this one is called Emanuel Ungaro, and this is Intense for Him EDP Parfum 100ml. United Kingdom, you can find it under £30. And for that price, let's see how we stack up. But please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, you encourage me, you motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. Your love, your support, your likes, your comments, your subscription, your share this video with others, all these things will help me, will help this channel to keep going, to survive, to stay in this endeavor for longer. Thank you very much, and let's go. Sorry about the noise. When you do unboxing, you can't do anything about it. So it's an interesting design, which is very first thing it's very colorful, and it's got this what is it, jaguar or a cheetah picture on it. Attention to detail is quite nice, but overall it is a little bit on the simple side, but it does the job perfectly, which is protecting the bottle. And then we go to the bottle itself. The bottle itself, similar story. It is on the simple side, but it is very heavy bottle, and is again the same design on here, which is this cheetah with the beautiful colors. And it says Emanuel Ungaro, and the cap is plastic, nothing to brag about. The atomizer is black and modern, and here we go. Not bad. Okay, it's good. It's not bad at all. So how is Emanuel Ungaro Intense for Him? Woo, strong. Okay, first impression, here we go. Woo. Okay, so first thing it hits me is the sweetness of it. It's very sweet. I would say 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest. For the first impression is around 6 to 7. So it is quite sweet, but it's not overly sweet. And the second thing it hits me is the fruity of it. So it is quite fruity. And the third thing is it's very watery. It is aquatic. Maybe a little bit of sea salty, sea breezy feel to it, but not too much. It's not a huge player right now, but definitely watery, definitely aquatic, maybe fresh water rather than oceanic or salty water, but it is still quite watery. Yeah, it's still I can smell some woods in the background, but the woods are very clean in here. Probably sandalwood cedar combination, hint of muskiness overall to it, but it is very designer smell to it. That means it's very trendy. It's very trendy. It's very today's perfumery. It is very up-to-date perfume. So it is very if you like today's what they're doing in the market in terms of the trend, in terms of what is popular. This is one of those smell that is very easygoing, very crowd pleasing. It's very people pleaser. It's one of those that will garner your attention definitely. Yeah, hint of spiciness to it as well, and a hint of green aspect to it. So it's little bit on the grassy, on the leafy side, but not too much, and also a little bit of spiciness, which is mainly is a fresh spice. Yes, this fresh spice like a ginger. Maybe there's a some nutmeg in here. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. The note breakdown, it says, this is according to Fragrantica. We have violet leaf, and we have mandarin orange and cardamom. So the spiciness is coming from that cardamom. The cardamom is very, very attractive. It's very easygoing. It's very attractive. It's none of those deep dark cardamom, but it is very bright cardamom, and it's very friendly cardamom. In the mid, we have mineral notes, which is basically means aquatics, rosemary and basil. So the greenness is coming from that rosemary and basil. It is a little bit on the grassy, a little bit leafy, a little bit on the hint of camphousness to it, but not too much. In the base, we have amberwood, cedar, and labdanum. Amberwood basically it means ambroxan or maybe oisui super. So I'm smelling some ambroxan in here. Yeah, definitely ambroxan, and maybe a little bit oisui super as well. And the cedar again, very clean in the base, is woody, but it's very clean. And the labdanum here, hint of earthiness, just a little bit of earthiness and a little bit of that resin feel, not too much, very, very slight amount, but it is adding to the interesting facets to it rather than the main player. The main players are the fruits. Yeah, the fruits are the biggest player, which is mandarin orange. I'm smelling something like apple. Yeah, definitely I'm smelling apple, I'm smelling orange, I'm smelling zestiness, which is probably coming from that mandarin orange, plus maybe there's a bergamot in here as well. The violet leaf here giving it a little bit of that aromatic feel, and also a little bit on the again what shall we say, a hint of greenness to it, adds to it. Okay, the cardamom is very, very noticeable. It's one of the bigger players in here, but very clean cardamom, very friendly cardamom. And the rosemary and basil are very modernized. They're not a classical way. This is a modern way of incorporating basil and rosemary, which adds some greenness to it, but it's not that herbal overall. Hint of herbalness, yes, but overall it's more like grassy, green, and leafy. So overall, it's very, very good for the first impression. For the price, yes, yes, yes. It reminds me of some designer fragrances. I'm not sure what exactly. I don't have that in mind, but it does smell familiar. It's not one of those original ones. These days it's very difficult to make original fragrances because there are thousands and thousands of perfumes out there. So it's not original, obviously, but it smells good. It smells great. It smells good for the price, especially on £30. This is very, very nice. And there is a structure behind it. There's a knowledge behind it. There's a structure behind it. There is somebody who knows what they're doing with experience. And I can smell that knowledge and basically good perfumery and a good blend in here as well. I think there's so there's a quite a well-known perfumer behind it, which is called Jerome de Mario. Jerome de Mario is been around for a while now, and is becoming more and more famous. I think the most I had some Pepper Jeans London. There are a few of them in that line, Pepper Jeans London for men, and I had at least about 5 of them. I think he's done most of those lines, which are very, very good again for the price. And this one actually smells similar to some of those Pepper Jeans London for him, in terms of the overall structure and overall blend, and the smell of the perfumery in here is very familiar because of those as well. So let's go to what I smell overall from this fragrance. This is very aquatic, yes. Very quite effervescent, yes. It is quite transparent, yes. Mineral, I'm smelling a hint of mineral in here, not too much, it's about earthiness. But overall it's very aquatic, is like a sea breezy, fruity, aquatic and fresh fragrance. Overall this is quite fresh. I would classify this fresh to semi-fresh. It's quite fresh, but it's not fresh, okay, because of those fruitiness and also the spicy and the green aspect and a little bit of earthiness in here. It makes it a little bit on the semi-fresh rather than fresh. So aquatic, yes, definitely. Citrus, definitely. Very, very zesty in the beginning, giving that fruity feel. Plus hint of apple in here I'm smelling, which I'm not mentioning. Spices, mainly cardamom in here, and also hint of maybe nutmeg in here as well. And also ginger, which I'm not mentioning. And it's quite green, leafy, grassy aspect to it, which is coming from that rosemary and the basil, but again it's the modernized, it's not very, very obvious, and also it's very well blended that you cannot pick them up individually. It's got woody in the base, which is mainly cedar and also ambroxan together, giving it that feel of woodiness, but again very clean. Fresh spices mainly coming from nutmeg and ginger, and also quite ambery, but amber in here is very effervescent, is transparent, and it's very fluffy and airy amber overall. So if you like what I described, this is for a price. Smells very good, but smells very trendy, very up to date, very today's fragrance, and also very designer smell like. Obviously, again, it smells quite familiar to me. In the next video I'll let you know if there is some familiarity with other fragrances which I'm smelling right now. But overall smells very good. Smells one of those attention garner, definitely, and friendly, very, very easygoing as well. So guys, in terms of age, I would say this is ageless. Anybody from 18 to 100 can wear it, no problem. In terms of season, this is better suited for warmer weather, but because it's got some complexity to it, is you can use it all year round. In summer less spray, in winter more sprays. At the moment I put 3 sprays of it and it's filling the room, so let's hope it will last. If it's got some good lasting power, then this is a bargain, which is very good for the price. In terms of gender, this is hint of masculinity to it, but overall to my nose is 50-50. You can, if you're a lady, you can use it as well, but overall it leans a little bit on the masculine side because of the aquaticness feel to it. But again, it's, to my nose, is bang in the middle, unisex. And in terms of occasion, this is one of those Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, formal, informal, special occasion, casual, anything you want. It's so good that it could be somebody's signature scent. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they are hidden gems. And this one looks like it's going to be a hidden gem. If you want to purchase one of my own perfume, I'm a perfumer myself. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, everything is about me, from the scratch to the perfume itself. And I put more than 60% perfume, pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That makes them very, very bold, very big, very long lasting, and very artistic and unique. I leave them in the link. Thank you always for watching and showing me love and support, and I see you later. Bye.